Hey everybody, this is your girl Sade. I am 13 weeks post-op now. Vertical sleeve gastrectomy. First, I want to start with the numbers. I started at 336 pounds. On my last video, at 3 months post-op, which was 12 weeks, I weighed in at 262. Now I am at 260. I lost 2 pounds. But I really call it a stall because it's just jumping back and forth between 260 and 262. But it's been at 260 for like the past few days, so I'll go ahead and take that, which is a total of 76 pounds down. 76 pounds down after 13 weeks of the vertical sleeve. I know y'all probably look at the background. I'm just sitting in my car. I was at my mom's house, but she left to go do something. So I was like, I'll go sit outside. And then the sun came out. So I was like, let me just sit in the car and make a video. But anyway, I got my spiral with me. And I wanted to share my measurements first that I took on the 14th. My arms. Hold on just a second. Okay, my arms were at 16 inches, and I do the biggest part of my arms, and back in July they were at 17, so I only lost an inch off of my arms, which I think they're getting smaller, but it's only been an inch, but I'll take it. My chest around my breast area was 46 inches, and when I first did it, it was 52 inches. So that's pretty good. My waist is at 46.5 inches. And when I first did my waist, it was at 56 inches. My hips, which are my biggest problems because I had that little pouch at the bottom. My hips came, hold on. My hips measured at 54.5. And in July, they were at 59 inches. So that is very good. And the last thing is my thighs. I do the middle part of my thigh where you had that extra meat at. When I measured my thighs on the 14th, it was at 30.5 inches. And when I first did it, it was at 34 inches. So that's not moving as fast as my waist and stuff, but I'll still take it. Let's see. Oh, I found 3 pictures of me before I had the surgery, like actual full body shots, and I never do full body shots. I'm gonna just try to block out the people that's in the picture with me because I don't know if they want to be on the internet. But anyway, this was taken, I believe, the first week of April. That's me. If you can see it, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of dark. But that was me at 336 pounds. And I have another one. My grandmother, which is my mom's mother, passed away March 31st of this year. And after her funeral, this was a picture of me. I'm trying to get my auntie out the picture. Hold on. That was a picture of me. And I also have one of me and my sister. And I know I'm going to take her out because if she ever sees this video, she'll be mad that I put her in without telling her. But that's another. Okay. You can't see that one, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. The first thing I want to talk about is I don't see how people can gain weight with a surgery because I'm just over 3 months post-op and I can't eat anything. I mean, I never really throw up, but I did throw up last night because I tried to stuff myself with a baked potato. I don't know what I was thinking, but someone kept telling me, if you take one more bite, you're going to get sick. And of course, I took the other bite, which I shouldn't have, but Right after I took it, my mouth started filling up with saliva, and I was like, oh my gosh. I ran to the restroom, and bam, there it went. But I can't eat anything, and that's how I don't see how people can have the surgery and gain. I know once you hit a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years post-op or whatever, of course you can gain it back because you can eat more, but how can you have the surgery and not, at least 6 months out, lost a certain amount of weight, or how can you actually gain weight? I don't understand that, and I don't see how certain people can be like a month post-op and be able to eat like a full meal, like a small full meal. I mean, I can't even do that. I can probably get 2 tablespoons at the most. I think I got 3 tablespoons down of, I want to say it was some kind of casserole or something, but it took me maybe 40 minutes just to get that down. And I mean, I was taking itty bitty bites over 40 minutes, and I finally got it down. Anyway, I made a list of the things I can eat and the things I can't eat. And it's not that long, but the things that I can eat are fruit, potatoes, and the potatoes can be mashed potatoes or baked potatoes. I can eat beans, and of course it's easy to drink any kind of liquid. So I mean, that's really about it. Fruit, potatoes cooked any kind of way, and beans are very easy. It's mushy, soft. I can get that down with no problem. But the stuff that I realize I can't really eat right now, first is like chicken. I don't know what it is, but I cannot eat chicken. And like sometimes I will, like my mom, she'll like fry some chicken breast and smother it, and I'll take not even a tablespoon, whatever, a piece of chicken you can fit inside a tablespoon. That right there had me stuffed, and it's just like the chicken, it just won't sit right. But I have a hard time eating chicken and ground meat. Noodles, of course. I went to my mom's house and I made a huge dish of chicken and spaghetti, and I took a fork and I twirled up a few noodles and a piece of chicken, and I ate it. As soon as I ate it, I threw it up within like 15 seconds, and I never touched it again. What else? Bread, real greasy food. That's really about it. Chicken, ground meat, bread, and food that's real greasy. I just have a hard time eating it. I want to talk about like family dinners and going out to eat. My family went to a restaurant called Chili's maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I didn't go because even though like my doctor gave me a card to where if you go to a restaurant, it states, that you should be allowed to eat from a kid's menu or a senior citizen menu because you had a surgery that only allows you to eat the portion of a child. But I still won't go because a kid's meal, I still can't eat all of that. So I just don't even bother with it. And oh lordy, I'm trying to see. I'm outside and I know there's somebody walking down the street, and I'm just wondering what he's doing. But anyway, I just don't even go out to eat. And I met this new guy that I was talking to, and he wanted to take me to Texas Roadhouse. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go out to eat. And he's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, I don't know if I should tell him I had the surgery or I shouldn't, because I don't tell anyone that anyway. But I went ahead and told him I had the surgery because I'm like, we're going to be going out places and, maybe eventually dating. I don't know about that just yet. But I just went ahead and told him, and he was like, okay, well, we don't have to go out to eat. I don't want to mess up your diet or whatever. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But I just have a hard time, like, when I'm meeting people, I don't eat around them. Unless it's like family or my friend. But I just try to avoid, like, people taking me out, because when someone asks you on a date, the first thing they think of is going out to dinner. And I'm like, oh, I don't want this person to think I'm wasting their money. And then I don't want to sit up here and eat in front of them and they think, you know, oh, she's too shy to eat in front of me, or is that all you can eat? Or, you know, I don't want to deal with all that crap right now. But anyway, if you've been dealing with the same thing, just leave me a comment or something and let me know, how do you deal with it? I mean, do you eat around people, and when you do and they start asking you questions, what do you say? If you know, if you're trying to keep it a secret from them. Also, portion control and life change. If you're watching this video and you haven't had surgery yet, to me, the surgery is really all about portion control, because that's really all it's doing. It's controlling how much you can eat, and that's how you're losing the weight. Because if you took this same diet and how I eat, and you ate exactly like I did, believe me, you will lose weight without having a surgery. Not saying don't get it, because I know how it is when you try to go on that diet and 3 or 4 days later you break down. I mean, go for it, because if I could go back in time a month before surgery and somebody asked me, are you sure you want to do this? I would say, hell yes, I would do it. There is a lifestyle change, and I found myself doing this a few times now, and it kind of scares me, but I'm going to try to stay on top of it. Last week I noticed I was off one day, and I usually on my off days I'll find something to do. I'll get out the house. I will not stay home. And if I get too bored, I'll just go to the gym. But I was at home, and I know I went to the refrigerator about 4 or 5 times, and I just opened the door up, and I was looking in the freezer, throughout the refrigerator, and just looking. And I was thinking to myself, I think the next day after that, I'm like, I used to do this when I would just go crazy eating, you know, get up at night, open the refrigerator, and just look until I could find something to eat. And it kind of scares me, because what if a year post-op I get down the line and I can eat more, and I find myself doing it again, and I start eating more and picking up the weight. But I try not to think about it, but at the same time, that's something you should think about. You know, because you can't pick the weight back up. Seeing the difference, I really see the difference in my shape. I see a difference in my attitude, not a negative attitude, but a positive one. I believe I'm really more outgoing, and I want to try new things. And one thing that I really want to try, it may sound stupid, but I want to get me some fake eyelashes. I want to get the individual eyelashes. I seen a lady the other day, she had some on. Oh my God, they were so pretty. And like, since I work in the medical field now, I can't have fake nails. And I used to always get my nails done. That was my treat every 2 weeks to myself. I had different colors, different designs, I mean long nails, everything. But since I can't do that now, I think my new thing is going to be eyelashes. I'm really not sure, but that's what I want to do. So in a few weeks, I may go ahead and get some. My mom gave me some pants that are size 16, so I'm thinking when I can fit that 16, I'm going to take me about 4 or 5 days off in a row. I'm going to get me some lashes, and I'm going to go have some fun. Another goal I have is going to college, finishing college actually. But I'm going to make a part 2, because this video is going to stop. I'll see you in just a minute.